Welcome back to the Discount Property Investor Podcast. Our mission is to share what we have learned from our experience and the experience of others to help you make more money investing like a pro. We want to teach you how to create wealth by investing in real estate the Discount Property Investor way. To jumpstart your real estate investing career, visit freewholesalecourse.com, the most complete free course on wholesaling real estate ever. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, guys, welcome back. Today, we are going to be discussing an $11,000 wholesale on a building that one of our students flipped. This is actually his fourth deal. And the coolest part is Derek made $11,000 on this deal, but Mike and I also made an additional $7,000. So basically, there was an $18,000 spread on this deal. Derek did the hard part of this transaction. That's why he made $11,000 by marketing to a motivated seller, finding them, making a friend, offering to solve a problem, and then brought it to Mike and I, and we helped him find a buyer for it, and we created a win-win-win-win. Awesome. Love it. Derek, welcome to the show. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Mike, good to have you as well, my friend.
All right, guys. Yeah, Derek,
What's going on,
congrats,
Mike?
man. Congrats.
Thanks.
This is a good one.
Yes, sir.
So Derek, tell us about this deal. I want to hear how you found it. What was the list, or was it a driving for dollars? Next, how did you get the information? Did you call them, text them? How did those conversations go? Let's jump in, man. Tell us about this deal.
Okay, the list was from a vacant list pulled off PropStream. So I was searching in the area around 2 flips that I'm doing. So this is actually like one of the first lists that I started to pull when I signed up for PropStream. So it was a vacant list, and skip traced that list in batch. And I originally spoke with the owner, I believe it was in April.
Okay.
So this is that type of deal that you always speak about, that the money is in the follow-up.
Man, isn't it true?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love it. Okay, so you spoke to seller in April, and
Yes.
so you found them, and you said it was off of what kind of list?
It was a vacant list, and what's funny, I was just looking for single families and duplexes. So I must have didn't check the commercial property tab, but
Either
it
that,
was
or
included.
you called somebody that had a single, and they also had a
There-
multi.
Yeah, that could have been the
Wow.
case as well. Yeah, but I think I just didn't check off the commercial, which I'm glad I didn't at this point. But it was just a vacant list in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, vacant list, and then I skip traced it and spoke to the owner. He's an out of town owner, so there was a lot of going back and forth and seeing when he would come into town, and we had a key issue, but I mean, it was well worth it.
I love it. So a single family list, we think vacant list off PropStream. You talked to them in April. How did that initial conversation go? You called them up, and you were probably looking for singles. So what did you say? Just, I'm looking to buy some property. Do you have anything you want to sell?
Yeah, it more than likely started with a text on batch. So I just texted them about the property, and then they said they would be open to it. And then at some point, I got him on the phone. I think that was a little bit of a challenge at first, but when I did get him on the phone, he did tell me his intentions for the property.
Okay.
And he said he was open to selling it. And I mean, it's kind of a sweet deal because he told me he was open to selling it for $1. He said
For $1.
$1.
So
He said
why
he just
would
won his
somebody
back
have the
taxes paid.
motivation to sell something for $1? What was the motivation behind that?
The motivation was it was due to be sold at tax sale on October the 6th. That was his motivation. So he just wanted to get rid of it.
Okay. So you talked to him in April, and that was when the conversation opened. When were you able to get this thing under contract? Man, April, that was months ago.
Yeah, I don't believe I got it on a
Maybe 6
contract
months back.
into July. I
Okay.
believe I got it in contract to July.
So it was basically a tax sale as the motivator. He didn't want it to go to tax sale. So he was literally saying, hey, you can have this building for $1, right? That's what I want for it. However, in order to buy it, you got to pay these taxes, or else somebody else is going to go to the auction and they're going to get them. So what were the approximate amount of taxes, or what were they? Do you know?
Yeah, it was about
Yesterday,
12,
bro, you
about
should know.
12.5. Yeah, it was about 12.5, about
12
12,500 due.
12,500 owed in taxes. So you basically had to find, so you had a contract, you had none of your own money invested. You had a contract to control this building for what was owed, 12,500 plus $1 to the seller.
Yes,
Correct? Okay.
yes.
And then from there, what'd you do?
From there, I
You
started
marketed
marketing.
this on your own for a
Yeah,
little while, right?
yeah. I started marketing on my own because it's such a unique property. I was getting a
And
few
let's
people
actually take a
interested.
break and talk about the property real quick, because that's going to
Okay,
be, that makes a lot of difference. This is not your standard, 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath rental property, right? This
right.
this thing is massive. I went there yesterday with Mike, and I was like, holy shit, this is the biggest building that we've ever wholesaled in terms of size.
Right.
It's
Did
like
you
a
guys
factory.
go upstairs? Did you guys go upstairs?
No, we didn't make
No,
it.
we
up
didn't
there.
even get inside.
I
No,
don't blame you. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So it was about 40, I believe 45,000 square feet, 2 levels, multiple dock doors. So it was a huge place, huge warehouse, and it needed work. It was
It needed
definitely
a lot of work.
stress. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, it was a good solid. It had good bones, though. Like, it had a good shell. I mean, this place looked like a factory. You said 40,000 square feet.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
40,000. That's 40 individual 1,000 square foot homes in terms of size, all next to each other, guys. That is so big. This thing was, it was basically like two big buildings connected with an area in the middle. We'll have to get a picture and share that with everybody. But wow, very cool. So this guy, again, his motivation was the tax sale. So you sent him a contract sometime in July. You started marketing this. It was a unique property, so it's you got to be a little bit more creative when you're marketing these type of deals. So what were your marketing approaches?
I pretty much did the same thing in reverse, which I always do. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it at this point. Found some buyers on PropStream, saved that list, exported it to batch, and started my marketing campaign.
One of the things I love about Derek, Mike, is that he likes to keep things simple, and we don't. We like to often confuse things and add 5 layers of complexity.
Always.
But you don't have to do that, guys. You don't have to. You can literally, use 2 softwares to do deals at this point. I mean, you could use 0 if you had the right resources, but it creates an inefficiency by not having the ability to get lists, skip trace them, and then obviously market to them. So Derek has PropStream and batch. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I just was gonna say I just pulled up the pictures of the property. I don't know. Can you see my screen here? I don't know if anybody is watching us.
Not yet, but try to pull it up.
I just did. I'm trying to share it on the software here. I guess it's not letting me.
But anyway,
share it with you.
Derek's got
Text them to
PropStream.
you.
He's got batch leads, and he's getting his leads from PropStream. Not only the motivated seller side of the leads, but also the cash buyer sides of the leads. Then he moves them over into batch, and he's skip tracing those and list stacking those at the same time. And then he's doing cold marketing via text and SMS to these sellers. But one of the things that I like, not only do you keep it simple, but you reverse engineer it for selling of the deal, meaning that you're getting your cash buyers there. I'm sorry, you're getting your motivated sellers there to begin with. But then when you go get a deal, it's like, well, hey, let's just go do the exact same thing we just did. But this time, let's not try to find the motivated people that are out, some sort of reason. They have a problem. Instead, let's find people that are looking to buy deals and have cash. So it's awesome. You're using 2 softwares. This is your 4th deal. You made 11,000. Mike and I got an extra $7,000 on our own end for helping you find that buyer. Win, 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 win. I love it, man. So whenever you started marketing this particular deal and people were wanting to go look at it, how was that handled? You had a lockbox on this big building. I mean, we didn't go in.
Right. We had a few challenges at first. Like I said, it was an out-of-state owner, so I had to wait for him to come in. Met him, got it under contract. and I left a lockbox there. It's not the best part of town by any stretch of imagination, so some kind of way my lockbox came up missing, but the actual lock didn't. I don't know how that works, how you steal a lockbox but don't take the lock. So we went through that challenge for like a week or so. Then we were really getting a lot of interest. Laura, she did an amazing job of handling everything. So I had to just meet up with the seller's daughter, get another key, and put another lockbox on there. And
nice. How many people went and looked at this, you think?
I believe probably about 5 to 7. Probably about 5 to 7 people.
That's a good amount for this type of a building, guys. This is 40,000 square foot, and this place needs multiple 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures of work. I mean, to get this thing to be tip top again.
So let's
5 people, man. I'm impressed with. I mean, you and Laura and the marketing efforts towards these cash buyers. 5 people. I'm impressed with that alone. Wow. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was just going to say, so just to clarify who Laura is on our team as well, and she does a lot of the dispositions for us. So Derek is one of our students and a rock star in his own right already, and we offer this to anybody. It's called Let's Go Wholesale. So we've got a little website put together, and if you send us a deal that you want help getting sold, we push it through all of our distribution channels. We send it out to all of our buyers that we've done deals with, and we basically help you get it sold. So that's why we partnered with Derek on this one, and we're able to, again, get him paid, more importantly, and then also we make a little bit of profit as well. That way, creates that win-win situation, helps everybody out. So again, that's who Laura is. Just wanted to get a reference there.
Laura did a great job. So
yeah,
again,
she's a rock star too.
On the website, blasted it out, text, email to the buyers list, put it out on Facebook Marketplace, local groups, Craigslist in some cases, and anywhere and everywhere that we also have another local deal hub that we're putting properties on. Basically, if there is a place to market it, we're doing it. And Laura does a fantastic job of getting eyeballs on a deal. And really, there's only 2 reasons why a deal won't sell. And I learned this from Joe, one of my old coaches 5-6 years ago, and it rings true today. Number 1, it's not priced right? If it's too high, people aren't going to buy it. Or number 2, not enough people have seen it. And it's always one of those 2 reasons why deals don't sell, period. Yep. One of those 2 reasons. So if it's not priced right or enough people haven't seen it, that's why it hasn't sold. And sometimes it's both, but most of the time it's just that not enough people haven't seen it, right? So love it. Right. Derek, what are some of the takeaways? What are some of the things that you've learned from this particular deal?
This particular deal is, I definitely think I'm going to be searching for more commercial properties because the spread is just there. And I think it's less competition as well because I don't think as many people are looking for those type of lists. Yeah. That's the biggest thing I got from this.
I love it, man. And think about that. If there's less competition and you become an expert in selling these type of deals, just think about how you can clean up in this market right now.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I love it. Well, guys, thanks for coming on, Derek. It's always a pleasure connecting with you. You're 4 deals down. I'm confident you're going to be doing probably 4 more by the end of this year, if not more. You're crushing it. Keep rocking. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. There's 3 pillars to wholesaling real estate: marketing to motivated sellers, making offers, and following up on those offers. And anybody along the process of you marketing that raises their hand that says, I'm interested, you follow up. And if you continuously do those 3 things, and by the way, those are the money-making activities in this business. If you consistently do those 3 things, you will have success in this business. Derek is a perfect example of a student that is crushing it because he is consistently doing those 3 things. Derek, congrats. 4th deal down, $11K. You probably made close to 30 grand at this point.
Yep, right at 30.
Real estate. And you've been a student for just a couple of months here, bro. So you were crushing it. Keep up the good work.
Keep the day job, man. I know you're wanting to quit that day job. Keep that day job till you get that rental.
One step closer, right? I love it. I love it. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, Derek, thanks for coming on and sharing a little bit of information about this particular deal, and congrats on making
Okay.
11 grand this week, my friend.
Definitely.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Awesome. All right, guys, signing off. You can, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the Discount Property Investor Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to help us reach a wider audience. To jumpstart your real estate investing career, visit freewholesalecourse.com, the most complete free course on wholesaling real estate ever. We would also appreciate it if you left us a review on iTunes or Stitcher. Thank you in advance for your support. And remember, you make your money when you buy, you get paid when you sell. Now let's go build some wealth.